Hello, Lady Keziah here. Why generational cases and not generational blessings? Hmm. Let's have a conversation. Let me begin by asking a simple but powerful question. Why is it that when we talk about family legacies, we hear more about generational cases than we do about generational blessings? Why is it the language of our homes, our communities, and even our pulpits more inclined to focus on what went wrong rather than what went right? In this video, I want to challenge that narrative. I want to provoke a shift in how we think, speak, and live across generations. When people speak of generational cases, they often refer to patterns, cycle of poverty, addiction, abuse, broken homes, sicknesses, and fear that seem to run through family lines like clockwork. These are real. These experiences leave deep marks, and we should never ignore their impact. But here is the problem. When we emphasize cases of our blessings, we inherit a mindset of defeat before we even begin. We say, my father was never there, so I'll probably fail at being a parent too. Really? Because your father wasn't a good parent to you, means you also can't be a good parent to your child? I don't believe that. Some say my mother struggled financially, so that must be my story too. No, no, no. It is only when we repeat their patterns that our lives go the direction theirs went. Others also say we've always had broken marriages in this family, and on it goes until prophecy becomes self-fulfilled. Whose responsibility is it to change that pattern? Unfulfilled marriages, both males and females. Some also claim they are beautiful women in their families, and yet these women get married to men who aren't good fathers or good husbands. They think they are men also hardworking and loving men, and yet they end up marrying women who treat them like puppets. Really? And you can say these things even when your children are there. Others also believe in sibling rivalry, ingrates, all the bitter things that happened in the family. Is that what we have to project? And now, what about the good things also? Financial difficulties or starting life great and dying miserable. Some also claim in their family when you become financially powerful or successful, it means you die young. And you can internalize these things. What if we've been looking at it all wrong? Let's pause and ask, why do we more readily trace curses than blessings? Could it be that we've been trained to focus on the trauma and not the triumph? Could it be that we've been trained, socialized to focus on the trauma and not the triumph? That we give our pain more voice than our resilience? Because truthfully, if curses can be passed down, then so can strength, courage, faith, wisdom, kindness, creativity, and love too. Take a moment and look at your own life. Yes, you may have seen struggle, but haven't you seen survival too? Someone in your family worked hard with very little. You grew up seeing it. Someone prayed through storms. Someone gave when they had barely enough. Those, my dear friends, are blessings. Those are legacies. Those are seeds you and I must water. It is time we flip the narrative. Let's stop allowing dysfunction to define our identity. Let's begin identifying and cultivating the good that has always been there, even if hidden beneath hardship. Generational blessings don't always come with grand houses or large bank accounts. Sometimes they come in values, perseverance, humility, generosity, or deep-rooted faith. So the question isn't why do cases run in families? The real question should be, what blessings have I ignored or misunderestimated that are already flowing through my family line? And how can I build on them? Did you get the question right? Let me repeat. The question should be, what blessings have I ignored or underestimated that are already flowing through my family line? And how can I build on them? Let us choose to be the generation that will write the story. Let us speak blessings over our children. Let us break the habits of expecting the worst and start planting the best. Let us honor the strength of those who came before us. As long as you repeat your parents' pattern, your life will end like this. If you don't want their lives, change the pattern. If their lives are exemplary for you, continue in their patterns and even grow them more in them. Because if generational curses are real, then so are generational blessings. And it's about time we passed more of the blessings down. Yes, it's possible we can harness blessings. Generational blessings can be harnessed. We can harness generational blessings, and that means becoming intentional about recognizing, preserving, and passing on the good in our family lines or communities. And yours truly, I'm here with some practical ways for you to do that. Number one, acknowledge the good that already exists. Often, we overlook the strength in our lineage because we are so focused on what went wrong. What if you took time, brothers and sisters, to identify values passed down? Hard work, faith, hospitality, discipline. What if you take time to identify skills and talent, creativity, leadership, craftsmanship, and entrepreneurship? There are some families you can sell everything and anything and still be prosperous in that. Can you take time to identify stories of resilience, success, and breakthroughs? You'll be able to do this right when you sit down with elders, especially your parents, and hear their stories. There are blessings buried in their memories. But you can do this, have these kind of conversations with your parents when you love, respect, and care for them. There are patterns they would need to teach you how to avoid. Number two, speak life and identity. Words shape culture. Speak blessings over yourself, your children, and your future. If your parents are no more, begin with your children and establish this while you are alive. Live it together with your children and let it become your lifestyle. Replace a runs in the family with, this can't happen anymore under my watch. Declare strength, favor, wisdom, and stability. Remember, you pass down what you speak consistently. Yes. What do you speak consistently? Number three, create traditions that reflect your values. Intentional family or community traditions help build legacy. Is it weekly, quarterly, or annually dinners? Prayer times or storytelling nights? Today, courtesy of social media apps, we can meet anytime, regardless of where we find ourselves. WhatsApp, some families have group meetings. Telegram, Zoom, whatever you have to do. Today, there are families that equally have annual vision setting as a family. So if you're a member of this family, you can't say you don't know. Somebody would have to teach one, and then another person teach the other two. At all costs, somebody would teach you annual vision setting as a family. Yes, giving and serving together. I know you might be asking why it matters. Yes, traditions carry invisible lessons that shape identity over time. Number 4, invest in knowledge and education. Invest in knowledge and education. If someone in your lineage worked hard for your access to education, build on it. I'm not just talking about classroom education. Heirlooms, if there are any. I mean, anything of special value handed down from one generation to the other. Knowledge is a generational blessing when we don't waste it. Encourage learning, reading, growth mindsets. So when you encounter this family, 2, 3 of them, you realize they speak differently, they dress differently, everything about them is differently. Even the women are coached and to who they should marry, and the men are equally coached on where to go to pick spouses. Number 5, heal what needs healing. To preserve blessings, we must not let unhealed pain poison the well. Go to therapy if you can. Seek mentorship or open heart conversations. What I tell the difficult yet necessary conversations. Break toxic patterns. So blessings aren't buried under trauma. Break toxic patterns. So blessings aren't buried under trauma. Number 6, document the blessings. The next generation will depend on you. Write down family values, life lessons, faith testimonies, business strategies that worked. As you meet and share and hand down, it becomes an atmosphere, a part of the family hereditary. Business strategies that worked. There are some families, they can sell water, they can sell gari, they can even sell salt and still prosper. And it runs through the generation. Make it easier for the next generation to access that blueprint. Make it so easy for the next generation to access this blueprint. Number 7, live with legacy in mind. In all you are doing, live with legacy in mind. Every decision you make can either pass down wisdom or repeat brokenness. Ask yourself regularly, will this choice make it easier or harder for those who come after me? In summary, generational blessings don't just happen. They are recognized, nurtured, and transferred with intention. We honor those before us and empower those after us when we choose to carry the good forward on purpose. After you are dead and gone, what will your lineage become because of you? Deep, right? Yes. After you are dead and gone, what will your lineage become because of you? Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Until I come your way again in my next video, watch another video from the channel and engage. Much love and blessings.